whistles.
25 whistles.
Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. It's where to go. It's where to go. I don't have my sheet. It's where to go get more smiles. All right. I was reading the story about Kyler Murray.
A lot of smiles.
And that they just launched a new Call of Duty. It came out this week.
Oh, no.
And the Cardinals have a short week.
This
and
is
they're
not good.
and they're like, Kyler's not even going to know what a play is.
I know.
He's going to be up all night. Mike, I don't think I have my sheets for commercials, do I?
You should, but I can tell you what it is.
That's I got it. It's on the backside here. 25 Whistles brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports bettor of the NFL. Download the DraftKings app and use the code BobbySports to get in on the action. We have Raymundo in from the Bobby Bones Show and the Sore Losers because he has a theory about something that's been happening on the show, and I wanted to let him present it. He thinks we're all going to die in a helicopter accident with Jerry Jones.
Whoa.
And this is what I wanted him to share here in front of you guys. Go ahead.
Sure, yeah. So my wife, Baser, you guys know Baser, her brother is a pilot. And he's won awards. I mean, I can't even name them all, but he's like very high up in the pilot echelon. And
what does that mean? Very high up in the pilot echelon.
A lot of pilots out there.
There's a lot. And I didn't know there was an echelon system.
I mean, he probably could fly the President of the United States.
Okay.
I mean, who am I kidding?
Probably could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of his awards, probably. He'd show up with all his awards and he'd be like, yeah, flying.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Very highly esteemed. And he said he will never fly in a helicopter, a chopper, if you will. Which is what you guys are talking about flying in with Jerry.
Correct.
And he's an expert. He knows it all, and he refuses. He's never been in one. Maybe he trained in one, but it's been 20, 30 years.
So he hasn't been in one in 20 years, so he doesn't know how technologically advanced and safe they are now.
Well, the way it was explained to me is you're in a Southwest plane, there's backup engines. There's 2 engines. Helicopter, there's no backup. Wing goes down, wing down, plane down. Copter down.
Why are you talking like you're a 4? Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, plane down. Down.
Down.
So I've wanted to go in a helicopter in Gatlinburg. They do $100 flights there. Vegas.
Well, that's the problem.
Gatlin.
The $100 flight.
I'm not even allowed to because now I'm into the family. So none of the family's allowed to get in helicopters because of his expertise and he knows more. So I'm just warning you guys. Good God, be careful. And I mean, I'm not even going to bring up Mamba. I mean, he was in.
You just brought up Mamba.
You did, and that was fog. And the pilot said we probably shouldn't fly, and Mamba said we should fly.
Hey, if Jerry,
from what I've read,
say we get on there and it just happens to be a foggy morning, and Jerry says, "Let's fly." Do you step in and be like,
I would say, how about them boys? Let's go.
Exactly. Me too.
How about them? Oh no, how about them Cowboys?
How about them? Yeah. How about them Cowboys?
Wait, do I? Okay,
You just say them boys.
I need to know what to say because now I'm all confused.
Oh my God.
Who dat?
No.
That's them Cowboys, baby.
No, who dat is.
Well,
New
I'm
Orleans.
walking down the streets and I'm gonna go out west with real. Is that what I do?
No.
Oh.
No. It's them boys. And that's it.
No, because
Or-
there's something where I go,
or-
how about them Cowboys?
That's it. Or how about them Cowboys?
What if I just say, check it out. Mr. Jones, good to meet you.
That's fine. And then you go, how about them Cowboys?
I probably won't do that. But here's the thing about helicopter, Ray. I'm glad you brought that up. I've flown many helicopters.
Really?
You not watch TV?
I mean, it's like every show I'm on now, they throw me in a freaking helicopter.
You don't watch his shows, Ray?
I mean, honestly, I didn't know they really flew you in a copter. I thought maybe a lot of it was just for TV.
So, okay, here are the helicopters I've been in. I've been in Blake Shelton's helicopter. He flew me from his ranch back to the airport.
That's freaky.
He didn't.
No, there's no way.
I just walked outside his house and got in it, and then they flew me over to the airport because he lives in Oklahoma, but it's not that far via helicopter to get over to the Dallas airport. So did that. It's easy. You know, we didn't get that high. You get whatever. Bear Grylls. One of the Bear Grylls episodes, we hung off of it on a rope as they flew us up over the mountains.
Parachutes?
No, you just clipped on.
Interesting.
That's why it's so scary.
Parachute.
If they give me a parachute, I'd be like, was there a chance we're going to fall?
Yeah, right.
That'd suck.
Gonna strap somebody on my back too?
The other Bear Grylls episode, I had to stand on the outside of it while we like flew around.
Right.
Would get in it and as well through in Norway, going all over. What was the other show I did?
Snake in the Grass.
Snake in the Grass in Costa Rica. We had to get places via helicopter a lot, and you were just thankful because otherwise you're just on the roads. It was bouncing you all over the place.
Well, you have more experience than me, then go with what you know.
Well, I'm not an echelon though.
No.
I don't fall in any echelon when it comes to helicopters.
But I mean, I've been many a Thanksgiving dinners where it's been explained to me, do not get in a chopper. So I'm married into it. So I'm just giving you this information that was given to me. Take
Are
it or
you
leave
saying, let me ask you, I want you to be honest. If Jerry Jones called you and said, hey, Raymundo, We're going to get in this 10-seater luxury helicopter and fly across town to get to the stadium. Would you like to go with me? What would you say?
I would say I can't. I'm not allowed to.
You're not allowed to?
Yeah, there's been times where we could have had the option to get in a helicopter and we've had to turn it down.
But not this option.
But he flies it every week, every day.
I know, but I mean, it's just something that it's a pact, if you will, that the family's made. None of us are ever going to get in a helicopter.
Wow.
Just because of how unsafe they are. Experts in the field say no. That's why these people fly the Southwest.
Are you sure
Frontier.
it's just not a helicopter is less safe than a plane, which is extremely safe, and a helicopter is just really safe?
No, it's been told to me that helicopters not only are not
I need to know what
safe,
echelon again, though.
they
Yeah.
are dangerous. He's won awards. Whenever I've seen the guy,
You're
he's got
saying generic things,
he's
very
got
broad things.
4 stars on his shoulder.
Isn't he a Southwest guy now?
Yes, he's top of the line, though.
Well, what does that mean, top of the
I
line?
don't know.
He doesn't know. He just okay. Are helicopters safe?
You Googled this?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Well,
Are
you're going to pop
helicopter-
up a lot of articles there.
Well, mostly it's comparing it to planes,
Yeah.
right? So, and planes are very safe, and I hate planes. I don't like to fly at all. Helicopters are more dangerous than planes. The crash rate for helicopters is 9 per 100,000 hours.
Oh, that's great.
So basically 9.
9 hours to 100,000. That's great odds.
I mean, if I'm doing the math here, for every 100,000 hours, there's an incident, not a full death, where a helicopter is not able to function properly.
And we're probably going to just be in the helicopter for 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're not even gonna fly for 10,000 hours.
Not even a full
So
hour.
we can't even, or 100,000 hours. We can't even have 9 accidents.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, Ray. Helicopters are crashing approximately 35% more than aircrafts,
Oh, damn. That's not good.
which don't really crash.
But they do sometimes. I
Think-
just saw on the news one crash the other day.
But those are like lawyers that are flying these things.
Yeah.
That have a little money. There's a difference. So I'm going to say this. How many times have you heard about a Southwest flight, American Airlines flight crashing?
Very rare.
Once every 2 years, maybe? So that means if it's 35% more, I feel good about it.
Oh, I do too. And not to sound morbid, but I did think about this. If there was a way I'm going to go, I mean, that's not bad to be in Jerry's helicopter.
But you wouldn't be the one announced. It's going to be Jerry went down.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'd be in the article.
I mean, do I even get in the article?
Yes.
Jerry and
It's
Bones.
Jerry, Bobby, and then the whole
And his
article will
video
keep
radio
going.
guy.
I would not be in that article. So I would,
Mike D's not in it. No, I think that all of us
You're
would
in
be
the
it.
smaller text, but Mike D's not listed at all that we think.
unidentified body is what I would be.
Oh, that's so sad. Now, I think I would be after the story. There would be you guys, headline, story of what happened, and then at the bottom, also in the aircraft, these guys.
Well, we're going to do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's not as much fog there. I hear you on that. Let's hope birds as well. They can also stop the.
Why are you
goose,
saying more things that can kill us?
Because that's how it's been said to me. So all it would take is one bird and the thing goes down.
You're talking Captain was Sully?
Sully couldn't have stopped a chopper.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you one more time, but you to be honest.
Yes.
If they said you get to go interview Jerry Jones, but you have to ride with him in his luxury helicopter 10 miles across the city, you would say, and it's the only way you can do it.
Not allowed to. I can't do that.
Not
But
allowed.
would you sneak it and just not tell anybody and do it?
Baszler would find out. I found that out the hard way. She always finds out. It may take her a day or two, but she'll find
What's
out.
the hard way?
What?
Yeah, go into
got a
that
story
story.
here?
I want to hear that
Oh,
story.
I mean, the hard way was I stopped gambling, what was it, a year ago? And then I had a secret credit card. And I mean, she found out within a
Oh
month.
my gosh, she had a secret credit card.
Jeez.
You were gambling with the credit card?
Yeah.
How do you gamble with a credit card? Is that overseas stuff?
They used to allow it here.
They did allow it.
With
It's
a
very
credit
dangerous.
card? They don't
Yeah.
even allow you to gamble, to buy lottery tickets with a credit card anymore.
This was the same website where if you cashed out, it would come from like Mike's sub shop in Pennsylvania, and you'd be like, "That's weird." That would be the charge.
Yeah, we do things legit here.
This is different.
Do you think you'd get away with a secret credit card?
Well, I did, but she's a great investigator.
How'd you
she
get
should've-
caught? How'd you get caught?
How did I get caught? I believe
You know.
I mean, I really
Did you
100%
leave an
you know.
envelope? Where'd
Yeah.
the mail get sent to?
No, I think that she wanted to see my credit because my credit was up in the 700s and she wanted to see it. And because I wasn't paying off the credit card, it had dropped into the 600s.
Wait,
and
so you had a fake one and you weren't even paying, or a secret one, you weren't even paying it off?
No, because I was losing at gambling. I had no money.
Uh-huh.
So the credit card was maxed out, and then I just plumb ran out of money to gamble anymore.
Well, it's tough life for Raymundo.
With all the credits back in the 700s.
He's climbing back.
I read a lot about your algorithms.
Yeah, sometimes successful, not so much with football. They were great with the NCAA. I nailed March Madness with those.
I only saw last night. The Sore Loser. I guess we won every award in that Nashville scene thing. Mike won Best Podcast. Sore Losers won Sports Podcast.
Yeah.
Bobby Cast.
I won. Bobby Cast, did it win something?
yeah.
Oh, you won for best personality.
Yeah, I won Best Radio Personality.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't. They hate us over there because we've like the B team launched every award.
We won every award. That's awesome.
I had no idea. I didn't know. Mike won the big trophy, but we got little mentions too. So good for the Sore Losers.
Yeah, that's a Nashville network right there.
Love
Flexing
it.
our muscles.
Good for yeah. Hey, Ray, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
Do you want to? You can do the 2 quick things before you go. Do you want to do the warm up with this and the tittle tattle?
Sure.
Okay, and then Ray will go. He's got other jobs to do. Mike, let's do the warm up first. So we do, when you warm up before a big game, we do stretches. Here's our warm up question. What is your worst habit? Around the room. What is your worst habit? I'll go to Eddie first. Eddie,
Probably coffee.
hold on.
That's blowing us in.
We got to start the show.
Okay. I was
I was
like,
ready to go
are
with
you
Ray.
arguing with my coffee?
No, Ray's never here, so I was just thrown off.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What is yours?
I would say coffee.
That's your worst habit, coffee.
Well, yeah.
What's my worst habit? Not having bad habits.
Yeah.
No, I mean
That's one of those answers.
I mean, I don't really like. I've had bad habits, and I've done really well at like getting rid of those. And so I think my worst now is coffee.
But how is that a bad habit?
It's not good for you. And I drink probably 5 or 6 cups a day. I know my teeth get yellower and like it's just
You
not
drink that
good.
much?
Yeah, I drink. Oh yeah,
All right, I'll accept it.
It's a big thing.
Hey, Mike D, what's your worst habit?
I am very messy. My worst thing. I
Yeah.
just can't keep anything clean.
Kickoff Kevin?
Probably I always want to munch on something when I'm at home.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
just
just
want
sit there and do nothing.
to give too much to charity.
Okay.
That's what that coffee sounded like, though.
Well, so what about? I eat everything. I eat too much.
That's not a good habit.
Mine's probably about my fingernails, constantly.
How is that any? It's like coffee. I think Ray's got a good one.
There
Go
are
to Ray.
studies though that say coffee's good for you.
Ray's gonna go deep.
I know.
Having secret credit cards.
That's why I saved him as I saved him as the closer of this bit.
Ray starts crying.
Your worst habit, Ray?
Mine is it's drinking too much on a Friday night. There's always
Yeah.
that nice, fun 2 to 4 beers range, but for whatever reason, I push the limit to 8, 9, and then you wake up with a raging hangover.
But you need half of one to get drunk. Why do you keep pushing it?
Not anymore. I mean, I'm a $1.80 now. I can drink a pretty good amount before I really feel it.
That's not true.
But he used to say that too, and he'd have like half of a spritzer and be
Yes.
like, "Oh,
Yeah, he didn't even drink beer. He drinks like a White Claw. or
Seltzers,
something.
yeah.
I do, and high noons. Yeah, I love the white seltzers, but
can your wife outdrink you?"
no, she lays really low now. Now she's smarter than both of us. She drinks about 2 when she's out, so I don't know how she mastered that, but props.
You guys were good last weekend when I saw you.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, we had just started. It was breakfast.
It's true.
They do. They go early.
We were.
I know they go early.
I was 2
Early.
hours in already.
Yeah. Hey, we have a massive update. One that when I saw it yesterday, I could not believe my eyes.
You're doing this every episode. Now, I mean, you're just building it up.
No, I could not believe my eyes.
What is that?
So much so, I don't know, something I made up. So much so that I had to send out texts because I was like, is this even true?
Huh?
Did you not see in your email the update?
No.
Who's going to be on the show next week?
No.
No, don't look now. I'm about to
Yeah.
tell you. There's no need to
No.
search your
Yeah.
email right this second.
Now I'm wondering, like, what are you talking
Too
about?
late now.
Kevin,
Okay.
what would you like to say to the show?
I would like to say last week I drew a new coach, and the coach goes by the name of Shane Beamer at South Carolina. So I reached out to Shane Beamer's communications guy at South Carolina and just threw out the email, the typical that we've all talked about. And I got an email back yesterday and it just said, Shane Beamer is available this time on Monday. Boom.
Okay.
And so,
So
I
we
went to
have
Mike.
booked for
We're
Monday
good.
Coach Shane Beamer from the University of South Carolina.
wow.
Let's go.
You got a coach in the middle of the season? I thought that was impossible.
It happens. They just don't respect us. And you know what? Maybe we don't deserve their respect.
Wow.
But we got it. That's a great job.
Yes.
And you know what? So you'll get your point, and you still have the ability to get any coach to get back to even, and then use this as your one.
Okay.
So you don't have to use this as your get out of jail free card.
Okay.
But you have to get another coach. But now that you have this, we got to put you on 2 week. You have 2 weeks to get any other coach.
Okay. Fair enough.
And he
Yeah.
doesn't get his point until the interview is done.
Correct.
All right.
You have to
Yeah.
finish it.
So, yeah.
So here's what I would hope if I were you. South Carolina's got a big game this weekend. I'd hope they don't lose. Because all of a sudden people start to get really unavailable.
I know.
We've seen that before.
I think that's what's happening
we
with me
have.
with Auburn. I mean, it's
They
just.
always lose over and over. They're never
I
available.
mean, they're never available. I mean, I've got nothing back from Auburn.
Well,
But I'm still pushing. I don't want a new coach. Although I did get
Yeah,
a
do
DM.
you see what I saw?
forgot that they're playing. Ooh, that's right.
What do you want to say? Who are they playing?
Texas A&M.
That's right.
Woo.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
that's right. The
We talked about it
Gamecocks.
on
We
Wednesday,
did talk
yeah.
about that. Oh no, I'm just thinking with. I did get a DM about a small head coach that wants to come on, but I don't even know the name of the school. I didn't recognize it, and I don't think that's D1.
That'd be tough then.
So I got to do a little bit of research, and
Be
if
tough for a
so, I'm
point.
DMing back, and we're gonna get this guy on.
That'd be tough for a point. Yeah, that'd be tough.
Can I get half a point?
That'd be tough. I don't know, buddy.
Not even a half.
That'd be tough. Tua says he doesn't remember much about what happened. He remembers in the game
Yeah.
a little bit about going to the hospital, but doesn't remember anything. Here's some clip.
There was a point where I was unconscious, so I couldn't, really tell what was going on. So when I did come to and kind of realize what was going on, what was happening, I didn't think of anything, long-term or short-term. I was just wondering what happened. Yeah, I remember the entire night up to the point where I got tackled.
So it's weird to not know what happened to you and not remember that because you got racked in the head so hard.
That means it's really, really bad.
Yeah, and it would also, I know he's a football player, wants to play football, ready to get back out there, which he will. Human nature is still to be like, oh my God, what if this happens again?
Yeah, exactly.
And
He's
to
gotta
thro-
be done.
And to throw just a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And to be like, oh God, I don't want this, Just human nature would be like, I don't want this to happen again, so I'm going to do what I can to make sure it doesn't, even just instinctually. Even if you're not thinking, like, I'm going to stay in the pocket, I'm going to look, if I get hit, I get hit. I'll take the shot. Wow, look, you took the shot just to be able to get the ball away. After coming off an injury like this, do you still? And even if you think you're going to, subconsciously, isn't it like battling with, throw the ball. You don't want it. It's not worth it.
Right. I don't know how players, and I'll never understand this because I don't have the personality or the DNA built of being an athlete like the way they are. But how do the rest of the players continue the game when they see someone fencing like that? When they see their hands?
Well, they've
know.
seen a lot of people get hurt over a lot of
I
years.
know, but within minutes,
it's-
all right, get back to it. Now you got to go play full speed. God, I just don't know how they can keep doing that.
My guess would be they're able to compartmentalize while it's happening and they don't really let it affect them then. It's
Yeah.
more of an after thing because they
Yeah.
know they got a game to play.
I mean, think about them play to play. Like you drop a pass or a big wide open pass, and the whole crowd lets you have it, but you have to move on to that next play.
yeah,
I'm
no, I
not saying
get
I'm
it.
not comparing the two, but I'm just saying they have such
Yeah,
a
hard
good way.
comparison. Hard comparison. Tom Brady compared to something military.
They have such a good way of just moving
a
on.
little different.
Hard comparison. A reminder, 25 Whistles brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings app and use the code BobbySports and get in on the action. Here's the parlay of the week. Ba 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 parlay. Ba 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 ba. More smiles than frowns. Thank you. Okay. Up first, Ole Miss and LSU. That is a game happening on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Central. It is in Death Valley, and I'm taking Ole Miss plus 1.5. Ole Miss is being disrespected, even though they deserve a little bit of respect.
Ole Miss is wow. I like it.
Ole Miss plus 1.5
So disrespected, that counts as emotion.
on the road. Yeah, well, say something to me that's disrespectful.
You're ugly.
Ooh, I'm going to beat you in a game of football.
That's what's happening with
Yeah.
it? Okay.
That's what happens there. South Carolina plus 3 as Texas A&M comes to town. The Fighting Shane Beamers.
Let's go.
We need him to win, guys. Or
Yeah, we
I'm gonna,
really do for
I'm
the
gonna feel like
podcast.
he ain't gonna be on the show. Yeah.
Dang it.
So you kind of wish they were playing like a rent-a-win.
Yeah.
But South Carolina plus 3. I have them. That game is in South Carolina, and it is at 6:30 on Saturday night. So we're going with the dog there. And for the first time, we're doing an over/under.
Ooh.
It's new.
I like it.
New here. So BYU and Liberty are playing, and the over/under is 58.5. And I'm going on the over because we play BYU. They throw the ball. They can score some points. That's what Liberty does too.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, and that's a pretty high number for them to hit 60, honestly.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But I feel like BYU and Liberty, we're going to score some points. Not known for their defensive prowess. So there it is. Eddie, don't bet it.
I didn't. I'm not even writing it down.
Don't bet
Everybody
it.
relax.
Because the last time, yeah.
Stay
I didn't
away.
even write it down. I didn't even listen. All I heard was Liberty. I don't even know why.
I was doing a commercial. Liberty, Liberty, Liberty. Listeners who don't have DraftKings Sportsbook app can download it now. Get the DraftKings Sportsbook app and get on the action with 25 Whistles Parlay on DraftKings Sportsbook. If you want to take the 25 Whistles Parlay, check out the DraftKings Sportsbook. New users, please use the code BobbySports when you download the app. 21 and up in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for terms and resources. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Tennessee, call or text the Tennessee REDLINE 800-889-9789. In New York, call 877-8-HOPENY or text HOPENY 467-369. There you go on that one. The NFL standing by the roughing the passer enforcement, which is a general, we're just enforcing it more. I'm okay with it. They were very open and honest about why they're doing it. They said quarterbacks make us money. But
They said that?
basically, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Why?
It just takes away from the game. Like, I want them as a fan to play the game. I know they care about money, but we're the ones that pay the money, and what we want to see is authentic, real football.
I think that's a great point. I'd like to just talk about it with you for a second.
Here you go. He sets me up. When he says that, Kevin.
No, I
watch
think
this.
it's a wonderful
Watch
point.
this.
I think it is an excellent point. I like to flash back to something you said, where it's like the Bears and the Commanders. You remember games like that?
Oh, yeah.
You said
Thursday Night Football.
And you said something like,
Sucks. Why watch that crap?
yeah. With in those games, where would you say probably the biggest, I don't know, deficiency was? Just throw something out there.
Huh? Deficiency.
Yeah, where's like lacking?
Oh, they're quarterbacks.
Yeah. So
God dang it.
let's act like
Gotcha.
there aren't every game's the Commanders and the Bears.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Most games are the Commanders and Bears. Those stadiums, you think they're all full? If you got Commanders and Bears at 75% of the games?
Yeah, probably
tough,
not.
yeah.
Probably not completely full.
Ratings.
90%.
Ratings.
Yeah,
Think-
people still watch.
Yeah. Do you think that everyone's gonna be drawn to a league of a lot of fullback and a lot of tight end and just running back? Oh my God. I mean, do you think that generally, macro speaking, that's good for the league?
No.
Yeah, I don't either. And I understand your point because I think everybody feels that way. Like, I just want to watch football. You do until you don't get the football that you like to watch. And there's a difference in liking football and getting to watch football that you like to watch because you don't like football.
Right. But
When it's the Commanders and Bears, you said it yourself.
okay, so if they hurt Tom Brady and Tom Brady's out, I mean, he's already on the way out. He's 70 years old. He's on his way out.
It ain't about Brady.
Hold on.
Okay. But it ain't about Brady, but it's not on the way out. He may win. They're still like third overall.
Because they're in a bad division. I get it.
It doesn't matter. And then they have Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Right. But if he does go out, which he will in the next few years, here comes the next class.
But that's one quarterback
We will
in one
keep getting them.
situation.
We're not going to kill them to where they're not going to play football anymore. Look at Tua. Tua almost died 2 times. He's coming back.
Took him weeks. And you want to talk about some boring offensive? Bridgewater gets hurt.
I know. I do like Bridgewater.
And then they put in
Skylar Thompson.
So you're making my point for me. And I love you for it.
You're putting me into the spot.
I'm not. I like it that you say that because I feel the same way. I don't want to see someone go 2 and touch. But if you have to protect someone, it is the quarterback because we like offense. We may like a good defense, but we like to watch home runs and touchdowns. That's it.
Yep.
We don't want to watch pitching battles. We'd love to have a good Clayton Kershaw in his prime, but do you want to watch every game, a 2-1 game where Kershaw gives up 1 run on an? That's not fun to watch, and that's fun for the purists only, but it ain't fun for growing the sport.
I know. But I also I don't want quarterbacks to start using all their little techniques to get 5 more yards.
I would.
Because
God, I would cheat it so much.
Yeah, because the defender's like, I could definitely hit you and make you lose 10 yards, but I can't hit you, so now you're going to gain 10 yards.
I'm going to give you an analogy that's very similar to this, even pretty recent. When wide receivers were going across the middle and they used to just get killed.
Yes.
That was normal. They would just get killed 10 years ago. You're coming across, well, if you happen to lose your head, that's football. That doesn't happen anymore because we're protecting the high-profile players, and we see it now, and it's just normal. Like, oh yeah, you can't hit them that hard, because we need our good players because they sell jerseys, they sell tickets, they make us want to watch the games. We bet, so it's not weird anymore when you see a flag for a receiver getting his head cut off going across the middle. It's not weird anymore because we're like, everybody knows the rules.
Sure.
Same thing, and that's what's going to happen with the quarterbacks too. It's just going to take a second because when that started happening, we were like, we just want to see football. You should be able to hit him in the neck as hard as you could, then take him and DDT him. That's the football.
I'm not saying targeting.
But it's changing. People are getting bigger, faster, stronger, more athletic.
All right, Kanye.
Quarterbacks are worth more money.
Yeah. I know. I get it. It's just changing the game.
Why
And
does Mark Zuckerberg have a whole bunch of security, but the 7 executives under him don't?
That's a good
He
question.
control? No, it's not a good question. It's an easy question. I agree. It's weird. And sometimes I'm like, are you serious? But I know why they have to do it, and they should continue to do it. Otherwise, we get the Commanders and Bears half the league.
Okay.
And we do not want that.
We do not want that.
no.
You're right.
And there aren't a lot. It's not easy to replace a quarterback. We see it.
Yeah.
There are teams that try all the time, every 2 years. And they can't do it.
Once in a while, you get lucky and get a Cooper Rush in there.
Well, I was going to say Josh Allen, but okay, Cooper Rush works too. So I'm with it. I'm good. This is going to be normal. Players, the body weight on, that's a tough thing to
Oh, that's
prevent.
tough.
It's tough. But
That's gravity, baby.
you know what else is tough? You make millions of dollars, figure it out. You're an athlete, figure it out. That's the new rule.
What I love though is when the defender falls on him and then picks his hands up. Well, you're still laying on him, bro.
Yeah. Like his hands weigh so much.
And you know what? It's probably just showing an effort. I mean,
I
really,
get
that's
it.
what it is.
Yes.
But I mean, dude, those 350 pounds are still on him.
But you make a great point. I want to see football too, but what I would rather see is good football and that not go away. That's what I want to see more than football. Because
Yeah.
football, for the sake of football, is leather helmets, run up the middle, no forward pass. Because when they start throwing the ball forward, same people said the same crap. What's this bull crap? Forward pass?
You want the Broncos offense every night?
Oh my
No,
God.
I don't want that, Kevin.